You're listening to Built for Nature, an exploration of how humans are designed to live, through first principles, light, water, magnetism, and the deeper forces that shape human biology. Today's episode discusses fluoroquinolone toxicity, and I'm going to do the best I can on pronouncing some of these words. Fluoroquinolone antibiotics, drugs such as Cipro, levofloxacin, and moxifloxacin, have helped treat serious infections for decades. But for some people, these drugs trigger a devastating condition called fluoroquinolone toxicity, often called being floxed. People develop symptoms like tendon injuries, severe fatigue, neuropathy, brain fog, anxiety, insomnia, muscle weakness, and joint pain. And the most confusing part, doctors often can't explain why it's happening. Today, we're going to look at this problem through a different lens, the Built for Nature lens, where biology isn't just chemistry, it's light, water, electricity, and energy flow. So most people think medications work purely through chemistry, but the deeper level of biology is physics. Your cells function like tiny electrical systems. They store energy, move electrons, and generate tiny electrical currents. This idea was explored by orthopedic researcher Robert O. Becker, who discovered that bone and connective tissue conduct electrical currents created by light. Your body is essentially a biological semiconductor, just like a computer chip, except instead of silicon, your system uses water, collagen, cell membranes rich in DHA, and mitochondria. And when these systems work properly, they convert light from the sun into usable biological energy. Fluoroquinolone antibiotics contain halogens, highly reactive atoms like fluorine. These atoms have a strong tendency to steal electrons. And that's where the problem begins. Your connective tissues, especially collagen, rely on electrons to maintain their structure and energy flow. When electrons are pulled away, collagen becomes weaker, tissues lose structural integrity, and energy transport through cells declines. This helps explain why people who are floxed often experience tendon rupture, ligament injuries, and chronic joint pain. But the damage goes deeper than connective tissue. So your cells are made mostly of water, but not just ordinary water. Inside cells, water becomes structured and energized by light, something studied extensively by water researcher Dr. Gerald Pollack, and detailed further in his book, The Fourth Phase of Water. This structured water forms what's called an exclusion zone, essentially acting like a biological battery. When sunlight interacts with this water, electrons become energized, and they can be used by mitochondria to produce cellular energy. Fluoroquinolones disrupt this system. They lower the electrical properties of water inside cells. In physics terms, they reduce what's called the dielectric constant, meaning water becomes worse at holding electrical charge. And this results in your cells becoming like a battery with a constant electrical leak. Energy drains faster than it can be replenished. And the symptoms begin to make sense. Chronic fatigue, neurological problems, muscle weakness, poor recovery, because at a fundamental level, your cells are losing their ability to store and move energy. And now here's where the modern world compounds this problem, makes it even worse. Artificial environments expose us to blue light at night, constant screen exposure, non-native electromagnetic fields, and indoor living with very little sunlight. These factors further damage cellular water and increase electron loss. For someone who's already struggling with fluoroquinolone toxicity, this environment can dramatically slow recovery. Instead of helping the battery recharge, modern life just keeps draining it. And this is why sunlight matters so much. Sunlight is not just a light, it contains a massive spectrum of energy, including infrared and ultraviolet frequencies that interact with water and mitochondria. Morning sunlight in particular helps recharge cellular electrons, improve mitochondrial function, regulate cortisol and circadian rhythm, and stimulate repair processes. Without these signals, the body struggles to rebuild the energy systems that fluoroquinolones have disrupted. Recovery from fluoroquinolone toxicity is rarely quick. That's because damaged proteins, mitochondria, and connective tissues must be physically replaced. The body does this through processes like autophagy, collagen turnover, and mitochondrial repair. But these processes take months to years, not weeks. But supporting your body's natural energy systems can help this rebuilding happen more efficiently. The recovery strategy focuses on restoring the conditions your biology evolved to function in. That means rebuilding the light, water, mitochondria system. Key principles include daily sunlight exposure, especially morning sunlight, sunrise, and this morning sunlight helps recharge cellular energy and regulate hormones. Hydration with mineral-rich water. Healthy cellular water improves energy storage and signaling. Reducing artificial light at night. Blue light at night disrupts repair processes and circadian biology. Supporting mitochondrial function. Strategies like fasting, ketosis, and gentle movement can support energy metabolism. And of course, time and patience, because collagen and mitochondrial systems must physically rebuild. Fluoroquinolone toxicity teaches us something profound about biology. We're not just biochemical machines, we are electrical organisms powered by light. Our cells evolved in an environment of sunlight, natural darkness, clean water, and Earth's natural electromagnetic environment. When drugs disrupt those systems and modern environments compound the damage, recovery requires reconnecting with the conditions our biology was built for. Thus the title of my archive here, Built for Nature. So if you or someone you know has been affected by fluoroquinolone toxicity, understand this. Your symptoms are real, and they may reflect damage not just to chemistry, but to the energy systems of the cell. Recovery isn't about finding a magic supplement. It's about restoring the environment your biology evolved to run on. Light, water, magnetism, the same forces that built life in the first place. Thanks for listening.